Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.
All right, Dan, congratulations on the film. I was actually one of the people that got to see it both at TIFF and now. And so I know you said that you got to do a really high-priced test audience.
No, I don't advise that, but that was our process.
So when you went back in, what did you really focus in on from that to this?
So when Denzel and I watched in Toronto with an audience for the first time, we started to realize that we'd really been lingering on the character for long periods of time, and we went back in and realized we needed to be more plot-driven. So we started the 12 to 13 minutes that we took out. There's a lot of character stuff that really did not advance the story. And when we started to pull out, we started looking at them as speed bumps so you could get more invested in the character. Other things became apparent. Colin's pivotal scene at the end of Toronto was not working. Why is Roman even at the Staples Center? You didn't even listen to what Colin was saying because you were just thinking, what's going on with Denzel? It was all very confusing, I'm sure. So we took that scene and moved it to the middle. There was emotional stuff, like Roman going to visit his mentor in the hospital for the first time. And we realized, God, we're going to the hospital twice. You don't need to do that. You know, there was a subplot that had to do with a young kid and working on the pro bono case. And this movie already had a lot of ideas and a lot of characters. And we sort of felt like, let's streamline really on Colin and Roman's character. There were music cues that weren't really fully working for us, so we changed some music cues.
But I just wanted to say it because, like, honestly, I'm so glad you did because I saw it again at New Orleans Film Festival.
Oh, I was there, yeah.
And that's when I was like, oh my God, it just goes to show when people talk about it's sometimes all in the edit. Like, the only reason why I wanted to bring it up is you can make a whole new movie. I
really
liked it before, and I really feel like it just really hit
can make
there.
Another film. That's why people talk about the editing room as being so important. It's like, it's amazing how you could. There's so many different versions of a film in the cutting room. You can get lost in it a little bit. But Sony gave us the money and the time, and Denzel was committed. So he went in for 3 weeks with me.
Awesome.
And so we were just cutting away, and it was great.
Yeah, I mean, you've written for a long time, but since you've come over to the director's side, you've worked with some great actors. And one thing I really want to applaud you on is your characters of color, how you're able to give them depth and authenticity, which, I mean, let's put it plainly, some white directors don't do that.
Right.
So how do you, in your working as a director, manage to do that? Because I need you to give some people a class, honestly.
You don't treat them as people of color, you treat them as people.
Yes.
They're people.
Yeah.
There's really, you know what, we share 99% in common. And yes, there is differences in culture, there's differences in upbringing. They're legitimate, and you want those to be ring true. But we all have desires, we all have hopes, we all have dreams, we all feel that we're being wronged or righted. And you know what? Write a person that's real. And usually things will sort of take care of themselves.
I'm glad you say that because, like, your character in Nightcrawler Riz, and then obviously with Roman J, both of them are so complex characters, but I don't ever feel like they're erased either for who they are as people and people of color.
Yeah, when I go around the world, I'm always struck by how similar I am to the people, no matter where they are. It doesn't matter. I'm going like, I have so much in common with somebody who grew up in a village in China. I was just so alike when I really have a drink with you and talk to you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We share so much in common. I believe we have a shared humanity.
Yeah.
And that's really what the film is about.
Yeah.
We will fall or stand up together. That's really what I believe.
So I have to ask, because it's untitled and you're like being secretive about it.
I know.
So your next project, any hints on what you're going to next?
The next one's for Netflix. It's set in the world of contemporary art in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Jake is coming back. Renee's going to be in it, my wife. It's going to be Robert Altman used to work with big casts. There's going to be like a lot of other people moving through it, and it's not dramatic, and it's very, very different tonally, and I'm really excited.
Glad to hear you're going to Netflix because I love Netflix.
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
Awesome.
I know. Friday night Netflix.
Thank you.
God.
Appreciate it.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.